All right, let's jump right in. We're tackling a huge question for anyone thinking about getting into Arizona's red-hot real estate market. How long does it actually take to become a real estate agent in the Grand Canyon state?
You've probably been eyeing the market, scrolling through listings and thinking, I can do this. But there's always that one big question that pops up, right? What's the real-time commitment from today to the day you're holding that official license?
Well, here's the answer, and it might just surprise you. We're not talking about years of school here. For most people, the entire journey from start to finish takes somewhere between 2 and 6 months. Yeah, you heard that right. A whole new career could be yours in less than half a year.
Now let's break that down because this is where it gets really interesting. That 2 to 6 month window really depends on your pace. If you're super motivated and can go all in, studying full-time, you could be on the fast track. But most people fall right into that sweet spot, the average pace of about 2 to 3 months. And hey, if you've got a busy life, you can take a more flexible approach. The power is totally in your hands.
So how do you actually get it done? Well, it's not some big mystery. It's actually a super clear 6-step roadmap that takes you from where you are now to a licensed professional. Let's walk through it together.
Here it is, the whole journey at a glance. It all kicks off with your education. Then you've got 2 exams to pass, one for your school and one for the state. After that, it's about the admin stuff, fingerprinting, finding a broker to hang your license with, and then the final step, applying for that license. It's a pretty logical path, and we're going to break down the timeline for each piece.
First things first, your pre-licensing education. Arizona requires 90 hours of coursework. Now, if you treat this like a full-time job, you can seriously knock it out in just 2 or 3 weeks. But if you're like most people, studying part-time around work and family, you're probably looking at something closer to 4 to 8 weeks.
Okay, once that coursework is done, you've got to pass your school's final exam. Now hold on, this isn't the big state exam just yet. Think of it as a checkpoint. If you've prepared well and done some practice tests, you should be able to get this done in just a few days to a week. It's a quick but really important step.
Next up is the big one, the Arizona State Licensing Exam. The key thing here is scheduling. It can take anywhere from 1 to 3 weeks just to get a test date. So my advice, use that waiting time wisely. Keep reviewing both the national and the state-specific material. Seriously, being prepared is everything if you want to pass on that first try.
All right, step 4 is getting your fingerprint clearance card for the background check. This usually takes about 1 to 2 weeks to process. But here's a pro tip for you. You don't have to wait to do this. You can actually get this process started while you're still studying for the exam. It's a great way to save a little time.
You did it! You passed your exam. So now what? In Arizona, you need a licensed broker to sponsor you so you can actually activate your license. This step usually takes a week or 2, and it's all about interviewing with different brokerages to find the one that's the perfect fit for you and your new career.
And here we are, the final step. You've got all your documents in order, your course certificate, your exam pass slip, your fingerprint card, and your broker info. You just submit your official application to the Arizona Department of Real Estate. And get this, if you do it online, you could have your license in just a couple of days.
So we've seen all the steps and the timelines, but how do you make sure you land on the faster end of that 2 to 6 month range? Well, the most important thing to remember is that you are completely in the driver's seat. One of the biggest things that impacts your timeline is how you choose to learn. And this shows the difference perfectly. In-person classes are great for structure, but you're locked into a fixed schedule. Online courses, on the other hand, give you incredible flexibility. You can study whenever, wherever, and that's often the secret to crushing those 90 hours way faster.
And beyond just the course format, a few other things really matter. Ask yourself, how consistent are you with studying? How truly prepared are you for those exams? And how organized are you with all the paperwork? Each of these little things can either shave off or add weeks to your timeline.
Okay, so for all of you out there who want to hit the ground running and get licensed as fast as humanly possible, this next part is for you. Let's dig into some specific tips for getting on the fast track. After hearing all that, the question still hangs in the air, doesn't it? Can you really speed this whole thing up and get on that fast track? And the answer is a huge, definitive yes.
All right, here is your checklist for speed. First, study every single day, even if it's just for an hour. Make a plan and stick to it. Second, become best friends with practice exams. They are the single best way to prepare. Third, like we said before, get that fingerprinting done early. And finally, choose a flexible online course that lets you move at your own pace.
And there you have it. You see, the path to becoming a real estate agent in Arizona isn't some long, confusing mystery.
It's a clear, manageable process that really puts you in control of your own timeline.
I want to leave you with this one key idea from our source material. Becoming a real estate agent in Arizona doesn't take years. It can take just a few months with the right approach. It really just boils down to your consistency and how prepared you are.
Look, this isn't some 5-year plan. In a market that's moving as fast as Arizona's, a new, exciting career in real estate is so much closer than you think. The only real question left is, are you ready to take that first step? Thanks for tuning in.